Hello everyone and welcome to my first pick a card reading. Today I have 3 piles for you to choose from. These are going to be messages from your spirit guides that you were meant to hear during this spooky season week. If you celebrate Samhain, Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, what have you, these are messages that your guides want you to hear during this time as the veil is thinning, as the seasons are changing, as the cycles are, the wheel of the year is turning, things are dying, things are falling apart. So these are some messages of encouragement, I think, during this time. I had so much fun with these readings. If you would like to skip right ahead because you already chose a pile, the timestamps will be down below for each one. If not, you can go ahead and pick a pile based off of the number 1, 2, or 3. You can also choose the pile based off of the crystal or whatever vibe that you're feeling, but I'll go ahead and give you a close-up of each crystal. Pile number 1 is a black obsidian arrowhead. Pile number 2 is a serpentine. And pile number 3 is a citrine. So you can go ahead and skip ahead to the time of your desired pile, and I look forward to hearing what you guys think. Enjoy! Also, I wanted to mention the cards that I'm using, and I will have all of these linked down below as well. This is my Moonology Oracle deck. I will also be using my Mermaid Tarot deck and my Kaleidodope Swatches of Chakra deck, and I have some charms that we will pull at the end of each reading in here as well. So please enjoy. Thank you. Alrighty, so if you chose pile number 1 and the black obsidian arrowhead crystal, this is your reading. Alright, so we have the Ace of Cups, the Sun, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. I only wanted to pull 3, but 4 came out, so I took them, and same for the Moonology deck. I meant to only ask for 1, but 2 flew out, so I took both. We have North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Full Moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. And then for a chakra to pay attention to at this time, you got the Psychic Ability card, which relates to the third eye chakra. So alrighty, so it seems like for you, pile number 1, I'm going to rearrange just a little bit. I'm thinking that since you have the Ten of Swords, it seems like that is the rough cycle that this card is talking about, or the tough cycle. The Ten of Swords is about, mourning, letting go. Something is over with and it's time to move on from this. And I think that it's asking you to step out of your comfort zone in order to move past whatever this thing is that you are still holding on to, this tough cycle, this rough patch. The Knight of Cups is asking you to do some scrying, some divination, some deep look inward, some work on yourself, probably to come out of this tough situation, which is why I think it's asking you to step out of your comfort zone to work on your psychic abilities, with things maybe like these tarot card readings, with a pendulum, with opening a book and flipping to a page and seeing if the words on the page speak to you. I think that through the work of letting go, stepping out of your comfort zone, and doing that deep work on yourself, once you come out of this tough cycle and once you do this hard work, there's so much in store for you. I love these two cards a lot. The Ace of Cups and the Sun are very similar in their message. The Ace of Cups is all about abundance and your cup overflowing in life and just joy and pure happiness. The Sun is very similar as well. It's all about the creative energy, warmth, joy, happiness, and just relishing in the things that there are to be grateful for in life. So I definitely think that, it's been a little rough lately. I think that's clear from these two cards. Things have been tough, whatever that is for you specifically. And then what is going to be required to get to this joy and this overflowing of abundance and happiness is going to be working on your third eye chakra, working on your psychic abilities, working on yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone and really going within to try to find the answers and the healing and the strength that you need to get to this point. So I'm going to pull some charms now and see what the charms have to say and if they're connected to the cards. Okay, so some of the charms here are the Star, which makes me think of the star in the tarot, which is all about hope and new beginnings and just, a bright shooting star reminding you to believe in your dreams and believe in hope and life and love, which I think goes really well with these cards, following, some sort of a rough patch. Have some hope that the Sun and the Ace of Cups are coming. And then there is this bat charm, which reminds me, bats hang upside down, so I always think of switching up your perspective. Bats are also typically associated with Halloween, with this time of year, and this holiday is all about the shadows, the darkness, and I think that this connects to these cards well with going within, changing your perspective, stepping out of your comfort zone, all of that stuff. The owl is all about wisdom. I feel like this could also be maybe someone's loved one that passed away. I'm getting the feeling that this might be symbolic for some of you. Maybe an owl meant something to you or that loved one. But it's all about wisdom and learning, and I think that with this shadow work, with this going within, you will be receiving some wisdom and some answers, like I said, as you're growing your psychic abilities. A spoon charm is super cute, and right now it's making me think that it's time to stir the pot. It's time to pick things up a little bit and get things cooking. I think that things have been a little stagnant, things have been rough, things have been slow for you lately, and I think that the spoon for some reason is just making me think that it's time to stir the pot. It's time to get things going and get things cooking. And then this charm is a miniature tarot card based off of the Playing Card Association, and there is a miniature Two of Wands, and this card is all about the journey that's about to come ahead. You have to be all in. You have to be really willing to do this work because it's a lot. It's not easy to do shadow work. It's not easy to step out of your comfort zone. It's not easy to go within and to fix some really, really old parts of you that are still needing to be healed. This is some really hard work, and the Two of Wands is asking for you to be committed to yourself, be committed to the healing journey, be committed to the process, because if you aren't committed wholeheartedly to this aspect, you won't ever get here. You can't get here without really hard work, determination, and willingness to focus on yourself and making yourself better. So these were some really great messages. Overall, I would just say things are looking up if you look at it sort of linear like this. It's been rough, but with hard work, with some self-care and some deep, deep shadow work, I think that there's so much light and love and joy and happiness coming for you very, very soon. This is a perfect message for this time of year. Literally, as the seasons are changing, things are dying, things are going to sleep as we get into winter, and it's time to go within, to kind of hibernate and work on yourself. And then at the end of winter, when it is time for spring again, there will be light, there will be abundance, and there will be joy once again. So pile number 1, the black obsidian crystal. Thank you for listening today. I hope that you received a great message. I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween, Samhain, whatever you celebrate, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to like, comment, let me know if this spoke to you, let me know if this made sense to you, and I would love to hear if any of these charms had a more specific symbolism towards you. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Alrighty, pile number 2. I just wanted to say that I was shuffling and I accidentally shuffled with half the deck facing the wrong way. So these are all pretty jumbled up, and that might be significant to how you are feeling at this time. So let me go ahead and fix these and then we'll get started with your reading. Alrighty, so if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. This is the pile of the serpentine crystal. You have the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. We also have Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. And this chakra to focus on is going to be your... And the chakra to focus on is connected, and this is your heart chakra. Interesting, the green with the green. So basically, we have 2 cups, so lots of emotions. We have wands, which is about passion. A time for healing makes a lot of sense with the 8 of Cups. This is about knowing when it's time to walk away. Something isn't working out. Something is not right for you, and it's time to let it go and move on. And it's definitely, clearly something that needs to be healed from. Let's see. With the 7 of Cups, it can be about distractions. It can be, so maybe, what you need to move on from is something that's distracting you. Maybe you're having a hard time sticking to your goals, sticking to your plan, and getting done what you need to get done. You're having a hard time feeling connected. You're just not feeling right. And I think that's what you need to walk away from. And that's why you need to focus more on being connected and healing, because you are not where you want to be because of something that you need to walk away from. This could be a person, a situation, all kinds of different things. It'll be different for everyone. This is a general reading for the collective for pile number 2, so some things might resonate a little bit more with others. The Three of Wands is about, I would say, that your healing is going to come from the help of others. You have to accept the wisdom and the help of others. There might be some people in your life that know how to move on from this situation or this thing. There might be some people who know how to focus better, how to be more connected, how to heal, how to move on. I would say, I just hiccuped. I would say that this is really a time where you are going to need other people to help you heal from whatever is going on here. So I'm going to pull some charms to see how they relate to the cards. Okay, so what I'm seeing is the glass slipper, and what that's making me think right away is that maybe this thing or this person or this idea, whatever it is, this thing that's holding you back right now, you definitely need to leave it behind for a bit. But with the glass slipper, it's making me think that it might not need to be left behind forever. You might just need some time away from this distraction, this whatever is not good for you right now. I think that, this person or this thing or whatever could be back in the future. She leaves her slipper behind at the ball, but eventually it does find its way back to her. So I'm thinking that maybe that is a good, might make you feel a little better that whatever this thing is that you need to stop or leave behind, it's not something that is a forever thing. When I see the Witch's Brew charm, which I love because of the spooky season vibes today, it makes me think of you need to focus. You need to, it's time to put what you want together. It's time to take action. It's time to start manifesting, doing some spell work, feeling a lot more connected, like this card says, to yourself, to others, to your friends. I feel like you just haven't been connected to yourself or those around you, and I feel like this charm goes with this well, that it's time to connect again and it's time to heal. And with the bear charm, this makes me think of a leader, and maybe what you want to be doing is be more of a leader, but you're not able to do that right now because of the distractions, because of what you need to walk away from. And I think with the help of others, you can rise to be that leader that you're wanting to be. When I think of this dog bottle cap charm, I think of loyalty, and I also think of playfulness. So what I'm hearing right now is that you are scared to walk away from this thing or this person because you want to be loyal to this thing or this person. You feel like if you walk away, that is wrong somehow. But the other side of this charm is that you need to have more fun. You need to be with your friends. You need to be with other people who are going to get you on the path to where you are trying to go. So I'm feeling like It's okay to let go. It's not wrong of you to let go for now. Again, with the glass slipper charm, I definitely think that this situation will come back eventually after you have healed, after you have spent time and gotten wisdom from others, after you've become the leader that you want to be, after you feel more connected to yourself and to those around you. That's when this person will come back. That's when their loyalty, or, I'm hearing person a lot because I think for some of you it is a person, but it might not be. It could just be the situation. So take that with a grain of salt. But I'm definitely thinking that this, whatever this is for you specifically, will be back once you have healed, once you're more connected, once you're more aligned with yourself and those around you, and have become the leader that you want to be. So I hope that you received some good messages today. Please like if you enjoyed this video. Comment to me, let me know what resonated with you, if any of these charms had a more significant meaning to you, if this made sense, if you just want to say hi, let me know in the comments. Again, this was your reading for pile number 2 with the serpentine crystal. And I will be back next Wednesday with another video. Please subscribe and turn on your notifications if you'd like to see more from me. Thank you, and happy Halloween, Samhain, whatever you celebrate, and goodbye for now. Alrighty, if you chose pile number 3 and the citrine crystal, which is the crystal closely related to Scorpios as it is Scorpio season, pile number 3, this is your reading. We have the 9 of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. We have Waning Moon, what do you need to release? And your chakra to focus on is self-esteem. And this is your sacral chakra. So I'm getting a kind of similar message as pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1 as well, I would consider checking that out too. But what I'm seeing is it's kind of in a nice order too. And I like that the self-esteem and the sacral chakra is related to yellow, and the crystal that you chose is yellow. Pile number 2 had a green heart chakra card with a green crystal, so I think that that's pretty interesting. But what I'm seeing with this card is, what do you need to release? This time of year, Halloween, Samhain, spooky season, it's all about looking within at some of your, your deepest, darkest fears, some of those things that you have left unhealed for a long time. It's time to release those things before we start to head into the winter months. You don't want all of this anxiety, this fear, to be holding you back at this time. You want to let all of it go and release. So I'm seeing that there's definitely something that's on your mind. Something is bothering you, something's scaring you, and you're having a lot of fear, you're having a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry about a situation. But what this card makes me think of is, you put your tent here. You chose to put your tent on the edge of a cliff, and it's not this mermaid's fault that you're scared and that you can't sleep, and because you put your tent near her home or his home. So as as much as anxiety and fear and whatnot, they are not always controllable. Sometimes we do put ourselves into these situations and allow our thoughts and our emotions to kind of take control, and we could just pitch our tent somewhere else. We could just, move to somewhere else where you're not scared. Move to somewhere else where you aren't worried. And it's very difficult to control your thoughts, and it takes a lot of work, but I'm hearing that that is exactly what you need to release. You need to release the fear and the anxiety, and you can do this by moving away. Don't be right next to the thing that's scary. Don't make yourself think those thoughts. Release those thoughts. With the Page of Cups, this is sometimes what it's making me think of right now is finding the answers in an unexpected place. The Page of Cups is trying to look into the water. He's trying to find a message. He's trying to find the answers, but this cute little fish is just jumping around, rippling the water and getting in his way. But what the message is here is that the fish is the lesson. The fish is what he's supposed to be looking at. So sometimes the answers that you need, sometimes the way to move on, the way to, release is a lot different than what you would expect it to be. So sometimes what we need are in very unexpected places and from unexpected people. So definitely be on the lookout for that. With the Ace of Wands, this is about a new, creative, passionate energy. Something new is beginning, and I think that once you release this fear and anxiety, once you start to look for signs and symbols and messages from the universe and from your spirit guides, I think that a huge new start for you is coming that's going to really awaken you and bring so much light into the situation rather than all this darkness. The beautiful light from this wand is going to come into your life, and I think that it's going to help. I think that it's going to help a lot with your self-esteem. I think that moving past these fears and anxieties, maybe they're about yourself, or maybe they're about your purpose or your passions or what you're doing right now. The answers are a lot closer than you think, and once you find them, once you're working towards looking for them, your self-esteem is going to improve, and you're going to have this new beginning of so much spark in your life. So let's go ahead and look at the charms and see what we can connect those two as well. Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing is the dog charm, which reminds me of the fish in the cup. And this is because, this little fish is just trying to have some fun and be playful. Dogs are all about just having fun. They live in their own whole world of just fetch and running around and playing and all of that stuff. So look for the little messages from animals and from things like dogs who look at life through their perspective. Instead of being worried and having all this fear and this anxiety, just play. Just have some fun. Just go outside, just run around, just be. Dogs and fish and animals, they know how to just exist without any expectations and without any, other than for you to throw the ball for them. But they exist and they just live. They just live their life and they just enjoy it. What I'm seeing from this Pegasus charm is that new beginning. Like once you work through this, once you receive some of the messages that you are going to hear very soon, I have a feeling that you are just going to soar. your self-esteem is going to pick up, and you and your passions and your creativity are going to fly. There's going to be no stopping you once you get to this point. What I see with the bicycle is maybe some travel. I think that this kind of goes along with this as well. Like, you need to have some fun, go outside, get some exercise, be in the fresh air, get that movement going, because that's going to help you get over this depression, this fear and anxiety state. You need to just release the fact that you are here, because you aren't going to be here for long. You're going to be here very soon. But you have to let go of the idea that you are meant to be here, because you're not. You can release it by simply picking it up and moving it, by going for a bike ride, going for a walk, taking your dog on a walk, things like that. I think that this little wheel charm is making me think that it's time for you to take the wheel. Sometimes I think that it means that certain people need to let the universe take the wheel, let someone else take the wheel, but I think for you right now, you need to take the wheel. You need to release, you need to let go, and you need to take the wheel. You need to find these messages. You need to find what makes you passionate, what makes you happy, what makes you feel creative, and you need to grab the wheel and you need to turn it, and you need to face it towards whatever direction you want to fly in, because this is coming for you very soon. But it doesn't just happen because the cards say it's going to happen. It happens because you choose to release, you choose to be different, you choose to do some work, and you push forward, like this little arrow charm. You push forward in order to get to this place, because you know that it's coming, but it does take work. This snowman is making me think, like I said, about you needing to take the wheel. You need to build your snowman. You need to build what you want. You need to start thinking about the pieces and the parts of a life that would make you happy. How can you, what little things can you do to stop this? What little things can you do to release it? And how can you build in the opposite direction? Not just what you don't want to happen, but what you do want to happen. What are all, there's a hat and a scarf and a broom and his buttons. There's so many different pieces to your puzzle of life. And you need to start piecing those together in order to have this beautiful, complete snowman. If that makes sense. I love that we got a snowman and it's Halloween-y, spooky season reading, but yeah, I think that you're on your way to building your snowman. You just have to start thinking of the different pieces and parts in order to build it. So I hope that you got some good messages. Overall, I would just say release the fear and anxiety. Start looking for the messages and the joy of life in the most unexpected places, on a bike ride, walking your dog, whatever. Take the wheel, take life by the balls, take it and just go for it. You're going to soar through your passions, through your dreams, through it all. You are moving forward. You are moving towards everything that you want. Your self-esteem is going to be greatly picking up once you believe in your passions, your dreams, and what you want. So, like I said, I hope you received some good messages. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if this reading for you, pile number 3 for the citrine crystal, if this resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear if anything was super specific for you, if any of these charms have a more significant meaning to you than what I was saying. I would love to hear it. If you just want to say hi, say hi. Happy Halloween, happy Samhain, whatever spooky season holiday you celebrate. If you don't celebrate any, just happy day to you. Don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every Wednesday. I'm definitely hoping I'm definitely hoping to get more pick a card readings out soon, as well as other witchy spiritual related videos. So please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.